So I'm filming this while driving after school. Welcome to the next episode of my vlog, whatever this is. And today we are going to cover lifting. So another part of bobsled is being really, really strong and fast. And coming from CrossFit powerlifting, I have a decent strength base, but I can always be stronger, right? Like I'm never going to be done getting strong. So, I have a lovely Olympic weightlifting coach that I work with now, and we've taken a lot of the CrossFit aspects out because the more cardio you do, the harder it is to build muscle and strength. It's been an adjustment, but I'm really, really liking it. I think it's taken a lot of pressure off of me because CrossFit is so hyper competitive, especially at the gym I was at. I love the gym to death, but it's a hyper competitive gym. There's lots of good people there, and I'm not mentally in the space where I can handle training with people I compete against all the time, I guess. Bobsled's way different. It's more teamwork. It's more of a team sport. It's more, we're all spread out across the country, so I'm not like constantly seeing who's doing what day in and day out. I don't know, mentally it's way different for me. Anyways, I'm rambling. So yeah, I'm on my way. I have to lift after school because in the mornings I literally have to lift at 5 a.m. and I've tried it a few times. It just doesn't go super well. I'm not able to focus on my technique the way that I need to at that time in the morning. So I'm lifting after school, which means I'm more fatigued, but I can focus on technique and, you know, make adjustments, which is the whole point of me having a lifting coach and learning to lift. So I'm going to show you kind of what a session looks like. It'll be filmed through multiple days because I do something different every day that's programmed. But it's pretty cool. There's a lot of process, and, you know, I'll talk about how I feel after the session when we get there. So let's enjoy the ride.
Elbows up and out. Good. Yes. Up. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Hell yeah. Give me my pause pull. Good job. I'm so happy that you're noticing. Sleep first. Not bad. Wait for it. Yeah! Oh shit! Shit! Yes! Yeah, I'll take that. Oh shit. Patience. Or not, you know. Rip and rip. Rip and rip, sis. Strong up.
So I just finished lifting with my coach. It was a one-on-one session today, which you don't do a lot of because like money and time. But it was really, really awesome. I finally, you know, kind of got to sit down and really work on all those little tiny technique things that I do wrong because I have bad habits, and yeah. But it was really good. I could start feeling like body awareness wise a lot of the things that, you know, I knew were wrong, but I couldn't really tell like during the movement that it was wrong. So being able to like start to feel it, like, okay, it's still wrong, but I can feel that it's wrong, it was great. You know, it is really hard to get stronger at weightlifting while trying to get faster because those two things usually kind of cancel each other out. struggling mentally with how heavy some of like these weights that I used to like fling around for fun feel, but I'm still able to do them, and I'm not like weaker. It's just annoying. But yeah, it was a really good one-on-one session. It was really nice, just kind of having undivided attention and being like, well, I need to fix this. And I'm excited to take tomorrow off and do some more lifting later this week. So we'll look at those sessions too, because, you know, all sessions are different, and these ones will be uncoached, so it'll just be me messing around, hoping that I do things right. So I weirdly have this urge on the way to work to elaborate kind of on the competitive nature that I felt in the CrossFit gym versus like what I feel in bobsled, because there is a large difference for me. I realized it this morning that like bobsled is way more competitive in general. Like there are very few spots on this team. There's very few spots as a development athlete, and you're fighting to the death for it. But it is a very real, tangible, like so many spots open, so many things. You have very real goals, and everybody is sacrificing something, and I think there's just more of a sense of community in that. Where at a regular CrossFit gym, we're all fighting over nothing. Like, it scores on a whiteboard, and it becomes so ridiculous at some point that, like, you're like, why? Why are we all so competitive and, like, just, intense over, like, some writing on a whiteboard that gets erased the next morning? And I think it's like a much more toxic level of competitiveness because people start taking it really seriously when it really is nothing. Where like bobsled, we're all, you know, it is a real competitive thing. We are all like want to be Olympians someday. But I think all of us wanting that and all of us having the same dreams drives out more of a community supportive level of competitiveness that feels so much less toxic than what just like a CrossFit gym felt like. And I love CrossFit. I'm not bashing on it. I love my gym. But every gym I've been at has had this weird level of toxic, especially among the women athletes. I don't know why it happens more in the women. The dudes are totally like, they just roast each other. But yeah, I was just thinking about it this morning on my drive and how that really has affected my training and my mentality in the past, and how I still kind of deal with it now. I'm like, I take everything like it's CrossFit. They're watching me. They're like constantly checking up on me to see if I'm better, because people at the CrossFit gym do. And that's not how it is. Like, that's really not how it is in bobsled. Like, everyone's been so amazing and supportive, and like they want to see me succeed and I want to see them succeed. And, you know, hopefully we all get a spot, or at least, you know, we all get a chance to have a spot. And I think that's been a really interesting mindset change for me that I'm still like processing. I'm like, oh, this isn't like, nobody wants to see me fail on purpose so they can get a better score. Like, oh, interesting. So I forgot to film a lot of my accessory sets, mostly because I do them at what I call Globo Gym. It's Crunch Fitness, but you know, it's very different than the gyms I'm used to. And I get uncomfy filming there sometimes, so didn't film those, but I'm going back to lift again today after a few days of sprinting and just accessories. And, you know, we'll show you how it goes. I feel like crap when I'm not matching. I literally have a tie-dye green bra and like Murica socks. So if that sets me up for success, I don't know. Yeah. Here's my lifting. be able to hit a 3-rep max at 300. And I haven't been feeling super strong with squats, 3-rep max at back squats. But today I had a 3x3 and it was programmed at over 300. And I was like, oh my God, I don't even know if I can do one. Last time I tried 300, I failed. Like, I'm mentally scarred from that because I don't normally fail on squats. And today I did a 3-rep max at 302. And then I did 3 sets of 2 at 302. So it went really well for squats. I felt good. 302 moved really fast. It's probably the fastest it's moved. So like, I'm really glad, one, I put faith in my coach. He knows what he's doing. He knows me. He knows I'm a hot mess and he can still work around it, which is great. And just all the work I've been doing is paying off. And I've been really frustrated lately. So having this like, yay, I did it kind of moment, side fat, is awesome. So that concludes kind of my lifting. It's a lot of squats, it's a lot of power cleans, it's a lot of repetitive, explosive power movements, and I like it. I like it a lot. It's fun. And you know, some days are frustrating and some days like today are amazing. So, thanks for watching, and if you want to support me, I do have a GoFundMe. It is linked on my Instagram. Please, anything helps. It's a very expensive sport, so I can use all the love and support and help I can get. And thank you to those who've already donated. You are literally helping fund my dreams, and it's amazing.